The Archaeopteryx, as old as 150 million years, has long been thought of as the first bird. Now, the American Museum of Natural History's Mark Norell, along with a team of scientists, has unearthed new information about the winged animal.
The first Archaeopteryx specimens started to appear in the 1860s, shortly after the Origin of Species appeared, and immediately it was seized on by Thomas Huxley and Charles Darwin and others as a transitional form, because here in fact was something which was clearly bird-like in the sense that it had modern sorts of feathers, it had wings, it had all of those attributes, but it retained a lot of more primitive dinosaurian features like a long tail, like teeth, like claws on the front hands or on the hands. And so it was a dead intermediate between these two major groups of animals.
Norell and partner Greg Erickson set out to discover just how deep the similarities between the Archaeopteryx and modern birds actually ran.
Well, if Archaeopteryx really is a bird, then it should have a bird-like physiology of very, very rapid growth. So the question that Greg Erickson and I wanted to answer was, well, did it grow that way, or did it grow like a non-avian dinosaur grows?
To answer that question, Norell's team was given a rare opportunity to dig further into one of 10 known Archaeopteryx specimens.
We were able to take minute pieces off of the Munich specimen, which is this specimen right here, and off of the bones. And then now making thin sections of those bones and analyzing them, we were able to calculate how fast this animal grew.
After analyzing the fossil, Norell determined the Archaeopteryx was not the first bird, rather a feathered dinosaur, meaning the transition between dinosaurs and true birds happened much later.
We have a long way to go before we understand when this transition actually occurred. What we can say now is just as Archaeopteryx is a morphological intermediate in the sense that it has a long tail and teeth and feathers between traditional dinosaurs and birds, it's also a physiological intermediate as well, because it's growing toward the fast end of traditional dinosaurs, but much slower than living dinosaurs, which are birds. So that it is this perfect intermediate, and that it's really becoming blurry now of what you call a bird and what you call a feathered dinosaur. One of the big questions now and stuff is that maybe there's more than one species of Archaeopteryx. Perhaps the Solnhofen and London specimens are a different species than the specimens in Eichstätt, Munich, and Thermopolis.
And with these new findings, Norell still remains certain that birds are directly related to dinosaurs.
All the evidence, and I say all the evidence, points out that birds are intimately tied to dinosaurs. So much so, in fact, that just like humans are a kind of primate, birds are a kind of dinosaur. And our study just shows that even more, because it shows that Archaeopteryx, yeah, it has attributes of the traditional dinosaurs. In fact, that it has a physiology which is very, very similar to Velociraptor, to some of the small dromaeosaurs from China, like Microraptor, Troodontids like Cynovenators. So, basically Archaeopteryx, which most people look at as a bird, is just really a feathered dinosaur.